All right, it's coming down to time here for practice to be over. They do, I believe they do have a, yeah, it's open qualifying, I believe, for 15 minutes. All right, coming down to 3 minutes here till qualifying time is over. So stay with us here, folks. All right, qualifying time coming to a close. And as soon as they get down here in grid, we'll get down and check out and see where everybody's at. They will be running a 90-minute race here today, so this should be it's like I said, it's my first attempt at it, so bear with me on this, folks. I'm trying this to see if this is going to work. All right, so Yanni on the pole here. This is for qualifying. Guess that came out a little different than I thought. But all right, Layla Wilson going to be second. Bjorn in third. Is now there. Let's see, Yanni going to be pole. As soon as Layla grids here, we'll get try to get her car as well. There, okay. Layla starting second in in the super late model. Now, I don't believe she's got a paint job, but let's do this and let's update trading paints real quick here to make sure that I do have everybody's paints. Well, looks like I do. So okay, Bjorn going to be starting in the 3rd spot. Jeffrey Belk in 4th. Ewa in 5th. Elben Norberg hasn't taken the grid yet, but he'll be starting 6th. Dog's going to be starting 7th. I'm not in it, of course, but Jeffrey Smith in 9th. Kevin Smith in 10th. Matthew Reinl in 11th. Taurus has not gridded, so he'll be starting 12th. Jimmy Eifling in 13th. Crusher in 14th. These guys all in the back here in the Soltis. Marcus Kramer in 15th. So rolling off now, and they're going to get ready. They're going to make a lap around here, get ready to start this thing. I hope you enjoy this. I'm not sure how this is going to go. We're going to try our best at making sure that you can see. This is nighttime at Sebring, and Sebring doesn't have track lights, so that's kind of the difficult part, and it'll be a little bit difficult for me to try to cover this, but I don't know, Forcer. I don't know, buddy, but they're doing it and doing it quite well, so we're gonna have to see how this is all going to shake out here. I know I couldn't do it. I need lights on my car. All right, get ready here, folks, because they're getting ready to take the green here just a minute. Pace car will be ducking off, and they're going to go green flag racing here. I guess they follow the brake lights. I'm not sure, Forcer, how they do that. I don't know. I didn't even try to go out and even turn a lap or anything. So, all right, pace car's off. And the green's out, and here we go. Yanni takes right off. Layla tries to hang with him there in the super late model. She's doing quite well. She's a very good racer on a lot of these road courses. She loves these road courses. All right. Layla actually goes back to third as Bjorn did get by her. And it looks like Jeffrey Belk gets by her as well. So Layla goes back to the fourth position now. And fifth and sixth is a couple more DPs get by her. I think those are DPs. What the heck are them? Now, Yanni's the only one running the DP. Layla's running. Okay, those are the MP4s. Okay. Yeah, the MP4s are the ones that they're pretty good. So we'll try to keep up with that. It's going to be a little difficult for me, so please bear with me. All right, so Yanni up here in the lead. Only one that's running the Riley DP. The ones behind him are running the MP4. The McLaren. All right, Doug up here in seventh. Having a little bit of difficulty getting around here, but doing all right. Actually doing real good. So it looks like Taurus did not start the race for whatever reason. So we've got 13 drivers out on the track. Let's go back through the field here a little bit further. Albin Norberg, one of the great racers out here in this league, maybe struggling just a little bit. He's running about 19 seconds behind our leader, Yanni. Four different classes out here that they're running, so Kevin Smith in the Skip Barber, who looks like he is spun out maybe and taking it off the track. Matthew Reinhold in 10th. Probably a little difficult to see them without the lights. I can see if I can get down here a little bit closer. As you can see him coming around the track. Once in a while he gets into the lights and you can see him a little bit better. Difficult for me to see him. What you're seeing is different than what I'm seeing because I've adjusted a few things for the broadcast to be a little lighter. So it does come in a little bit brighter for you than me. All right, Jimmy Eifling back here. Looks like he is in the top of his class in the Pontiac Soltis. Crusher in 12th. And taking up the rear of the field, Marcus Kramer. And it does look like Kevin Smith has taken his car behind the wall. So and he was running the Skip Barber. Norberg still back here in 8th place. And he's running the McLaren. And definitely struggling a little bit. Running about 8 seconds behind Dog here. Dog seems to be hanging in pretty good here with our leader. Only about 26 seconds behind our leader. Layla Wilson there in 6th. And the only one out here on driving the super late model. No lights on that bugger. All right, Jeremy Smith crossing the line here, coming into the 4th place. Let's see, who did he pass? Because, oh, Jeffrey Belk. Okay, Jeffrey Belk now going back to 5th. You in 3rd. All these guys right here in the McLaren. Bjorn in 2nd, 4.5 seconds behind our leader. Let's get up, check on our leader, Yanni, the only one running the rally prototype here. You can see one thing that we were kind of interested in. You can actually see the rotors glowing when he hits the brakes. That is pretty cool. There you can see the rotors glowing. That's pretty cool. All right, 2nd place, Bjorn back here in 1st one here, top of his class in the McLaren. And he is really doing good. He's hanging here about 4.3 seconds behind our leader, but he is the top of his class, and that's the thing, running a multi-class that you do find. Yua in 3rd. Jeffrey Smith just getting by Yua, putting Yua back to 4th. So those two being really racy here early on. Dog did get by. Looks like Dog got by Layla and Norberg. So Layla goes back to 8th now, but still top of her class. The only one out here running the super late model. And I'll tell you what, I don't know how she's doing that. No lights, but she's doing quite well. Matthew Reinl and the Skip Barber. Jimmy Eifling, 1st one, top of his class here in the Pontiac Solstice, running in 10th. This guy's already a couple of laps down to the leader, but you know, they're multi-class like this. They're still running. He's still running top of his class. So looks like we only have one Skip Barber out there right now. That would be Matthew Reinl right here. Still, he's the top of his class, but the only one left in it is Kevin Smith decided to retire from the race. I really can't talk about a whole lot because it's different for me on my screen than what you're seeing, because I don't have that adjustment like I can adjust on the broadcast. So it's a little more difficult for me to you know, talk about. I'm trying. Okay, Eifling right here, top of his class, and then let's go back here. Crusher in 11th. Running second in his class in the Pontiac Soltis. And the last in the class are Marcus Kramer, taking up the complete rear of the field, but third in his class as well. All right, let's go back here. Third place, Jeremy Smith. Ooh, runs off the track just a little bit, but manages to save it. The talk is that they may be going up on the time on these things, so this could be really interesting as well. They could be going up to maybe longer races, a couple hours long or something like that, so could be kind of interesting. Yeah, second place. Yeah, now 6.1 seconds. It's starting to reel in our leader, Yanni. Look at that. Yanni may be slipping a little bit. Let's get up here and watch Yanni. He may be doing a little slipping and sliding. And now down to 4.7 seconds. So Bjorn is coming, and coming quick. Well, I said that too soon, huh? What's going on back here with Bjorn? Maybe struggling just a little bit. He reels them in places and then loses in other places. So not really sure what's going on there. But now down to 4.2 seconds coming around here. So he could be catching him, and maybe we may have a new leader up here, of the overall leader of the race. So yeah, you're right there, Forcer. He has closed in on him by quite a little bit. Now down to 3.9 seconds behind him. So he's got to be starting to feel the pressure here. It don't matter. I mean, it's multi-class, and you know, it's just kind of. It's kind of cool to do the overall win of the race, you know. All right, Jeremy Smith just behind him, 2.5 seconds behind him, Ewa in fourth. So those two were battling it pretty hard earlier, and now here they are, third and fourth. As you can see, Ewa not far behind him. Jeffrey Belk 8.1 seconds back of Ewa. 26 seconds behind the leader. Albin Norberg has gotten by. He did get by Dog, so Dog goes back to the 7th position, the last one in his class. So he must have slipped up or something there. And now Albin has been in pit road a couple times. Layla Wilson's been on pit road a couple times. She's quite a ways back of Dog. But she seems to be hanging in there in the super late model with no lights. I don't know how she can do that with no lights. It looks a little tricky to me. All right, Matthew Rhino in 9th place. The only one out here in the Skip Barber. As you can tell, he's really, he's a lot slower, but he's really kind of struggling in that with no lights as well. All right, back here, Jimmy Eifling, top of his class in the Pontiac Soltis, running in 10th spot. Top of his class in the Soltis, so good job by him. Crusher back here in 11th, quite a ways back from him. Running in the 11th spot, also in the Pontiac Soltis. And taking up the rear of the field, Marcus Kramer. Also in the Pontiac Soltis. Okay, let's get back up here to Bjorn because I want to see if he is still catching our leader, but he's kind of seemed like he's settled in there at right around about the 5-second mark behind our leader. So hopefully maybe he can get that thing figured out and get up there with the leader. That would be kind of cool. It'd be cool to see them two battling it out there. Our leader, the only one in... he is in the Riley. All right, Bjorn back here, 5.1 seconds in the McLaren. 5.4. Seems to lose them a little bit in the straightaways. And I think there's a little bit better handling in the turns maybe than the Riley. Ooh, Jeremy Smith not on the track. Looks like we may have another one that has retired from the race. Jeremy Smith. Jeffrey Belk back here in 5th. Albin Norberg 6th. Passing up Layla there. Layla is, I think she is already a lap down. She's a couple laps down, so yeah, these guys are just passing her up again to put her another lap down. All right, Dog in 7th. And of course, Layla, they're just getting passed by Albin in 8th position in the super late model. Only one in her class out there today, but she's hanging in there like a trooper, and that's what it's going to take. She loves this stuff. Matthew Reinl in 9th. The only one out here in the Skip Barber, but he is doing really well. Pontiac Soltis here, Jimmy Eifling still in 10th place. Couple laps down. Top of his class in the Pontiac Soltis. Crusher in 11th. And Marcus Kramer still in 12th. These guys will pick up a position or two as looks like Jeremy Smith has retired from the race. Bjorn now 4.3 seconds behind our leader, Yanni. Still picking up a little bit of time here and there, but you know, by the end of this race, he could be up there with him, challenging for the lead. Neither of them guys have been on pit road. Like I said earlier, the only ones that really have been on pit road, Layla Wilson looked like she stopped. Jeremy Smith is on pit road now. Not sure what's going on there, but he is on pit road. Sitting on pit road, so not exactly sure what happened with him. Maybe getting some fuel. I'm not really sure. He looked like he had dropped out of the race, but now he's back in the race, but just sitting on pit road, so don't know what's going on with him. Okay, our leader's still up here, Yanni in the Riley, only one out here, top of his class, and the leader of the race. Bjorn in second, still trying to catch our leader. All right, Jeremy Smith back out on the track, heading back out now. Maybe. Nope, maybe not. Not exactly sure what's going on with him. I don't know. All right, well, anyhow, Layla Wilson does get by him for position. That will put her up to 7th once she crosses the line here. Put her up to 7th in the super late model. And she'll pass up Jeremy Smith. She does go by Matthew Reinl. And Matthew's already about 3 laps down, so she's about 1 lap ahead of him. He's the only one in his class running the Skip Barber. One that's really been pumping it out here, Albin Norberg, does move into the 4th position. Once he crosses the line, he will be scored in 4th now, as he got by Jeffrey Belk. And I don't know, looks like Jeffrey Belk may have taken his car behind pit road. So we're losing a lot of folks here dropping out or whatever's going on, not sure. Dog out here running the McLaren as well. Running when he crosses the line, he will be scored 5th. So yeah, a couple more. Let's see. It looks like Jeffrey Belk falling out, and Jeremy Smith again. So we may have lost 2 more drivers. Marcus Kramer, looks like maybe Marcus Kramer has dropped out as well. So 3 more drivers maybe. We may be down to about 8 drivers. And again, folks, this is just a trial. I just wanted to see if it would work. Dog asked me to try it, and I said I would, but I don't know. To me, I don't know. This is a little bit kind of, I don't know. We're going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with it to make sure that, once I started it, I don't want to, like halfway through not finish it. So, but we are coming up on about an hour left here of racing. And again, like I said, we've lost a couple more drivers. Marcus Kramer, Jeremy Smith, and it looks like Jeffrey Belk has fallen out as well. All right, Crusher back here in 11th spot. Or 10th, excuse me. 10th spot. As he does pass up Jeremy Smith now. And a couple more laps, he will be probably able to get by Jeffrey Belk as well. So that will move everybody up in the field just a little bit. All right, Norberg still up here in the 4th position. Yua in 3rd. Bjorn's still trying to reel in our leader, now 4 seconds behind him. But Yanni just staying out there, doing a really good job, staying out ahead of this whole field. Only one in his class in the Riley Daytona prototype. You talking about Layla? Oh yeah, they'll be stopping for fuel. Yeah. Yeah, they'll definitely have to stop for fuel and probably see some tire changing. I don't know. But I'll try to stay on that for pit stops if I can. I mean, It's kind of hard for me to see when they do come down pit road. Layla Wilson, like I said, has been on pit road a couple times, and Albin Norberg's been on pit road 4 times, so don't know what happened to him there. But we're down to 9 drivers left in the race. Bjorn now 3.1 seconds behind Yanni. Man, is he reeling him in. Look at this. 2.8 seconds. He is really reeling in our leader. Well, let's go check out Layla's car here and see if we can see any damage on it. We'll yeah, it does look like she does have some damage on that. She's got a little bit of damage on that driver's front. We'll wait till she gets into a little bit more light here and see if we can see how bad that damage is. It just looks like a wrinkled up front fender a little bit, not that bad. I don't see any damage in the back or anything. She appears to be okay on the passenger side of the car. Just that left front fender got a little bit of damage on it. Let's go in her cockpit and see what... you can see there's a little bit of a wrinkle on the hood. I don't know how she is driving this. I can't see nothing. That's insane. You must have to really know this track. Wow. It's crazy, ain't it? So everybody does move up a position. Matthew Rhino up to 7th now. Jimmy Eifling in 8th. In the first one in his class there in the Pontiac Soltis. Looks like he's having a great day out there. Probably having a lot of fun in that Pontiac Soltis. That would be my car I'd want to run around there. Oh, Jeffrey Belk is back out on the track now. Why is it, man, I don't know what's going on there. He's back out on the track now. Running in 9th. Trying to make up some of that time that he lost for whatever reason. Maybe he had some steering problems or whatever, but he is back out on the track. He would be definitely last in his class there of the in the McLaren. He's running in the McLaren, so yeah, the last in his class of the McLaren. Yeah, it sure is, Forcer. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. Man, my eyes would be about killing me by the time the end of the race was over. I'm going to get up on the leader here, and I'm just going to take a quick break, and I will be right back. All right, interesting race going on here in the dark. These guys wanted to run this, and it's kind of cool, kind of different. Seem to be doing really well out here. 10 cars on the track, having a great race. Jeffrey Belk back out, I guess, from what you're telling me there, he had computer issues. Computer crashed on him. So, wow, that's really unfortunate for him. He may get back out here, pick up a couple more positions, and be back up into the 6th position before this race does get over. Right now, showing him about 5 laps down. He is, next one for him to catch would be Matthew Reinhold. Matthew running in the 7th position right now. And it's about 80 seconds back to Jeffrey Belk. So Jeffrey got a lot of ground to cover here to get caught up to him. Over a minute. Seems to be catching him pretty fast, though. Yeah, that's the bad thing about, computers. They just seem to, right when you need them, they seem to crash out on you or something. So, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate for him. I hate it for him, but that's the way it goes. Eifling running here in the Pontiac Solstice, top of his class. Him and Crusher are actually the only ones running the Pontiac Solstice still on the track. But Crusher's 77 seconds behind him. They're both on the same lap, but 77 seconds behind him. There's Crusher there. Okay, let's get up here to Bjorn. Bjorn 14 seconds behind our leader now. Not exactly sure what happened. It looks like Ewa is on pit road. Finally making a pit stop here. He gives up that 3rd position to Albin Norberg. Goes back to 4th for a pit stop. And let's see who else. That's the only other one that's been on pit road besides the ones that we were talking about. Well, of course, Jeffrey Belk, but not sure, what all happened with him. But so you on pit road getting tired, or well, I'm not sure if he even get tires. I think he's just getting fuel. Tires here, I don't believe, is a big issue on most of these cars. He's definitely going backwards pretty quick here, sitting on pit road. But that's the part of it, though, that these guys do. You have to pit, and when you pit, it does put you back. So. Dog, once he crosses the line, will take over that 4th position from Ewa. Still has not crossed the finish line. Let's check in on Ewa. He is still on pit road. Not sure why, but still sitting there. Maybe had I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. But Dog should be coming around here in a minute to take that position away from him. And Layla Wilson also will go ahead of Ewa. So that's going to put Ewa back to 6th. As Dog crosses the line now to take 4th. And Layla back here in 6th. She'll cross the line and take over the 5th position with the super late model. So it looks like they're having a ball out here. This is a lot different than what, I don't know, I think it's a lot different than what I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's really not that bad. It's hard for me to see on my screen. Actually, I can see on my broadcaster better than I can on my screen. So it does make it a little more interesting. You know, kind of got to watch it on my broadcaster so I can see better. So it looks like Jeffrey Belk does skip by Matthew Rhino for the 7th position. Let's go back and check in on him. Jeffrey Belk crosses the line here. He'll be scored in 7th. Oh, and he spins out. Oh, that was not good. Just pushing him just a little too hard here. Man, that was luck by chance. We were right on him when he spun. That was crazy there. Oh, 8 minutes repair time. Oh, my. So you still on pit road with 8 minutes of repair time. Oh, man. I wish I would have known that. I would have went back and we could have watched that, but that's the thing. It's hard for me to see what's going on the track here with it being so dark. But all right, well, Jeffrey Belk now when he crosses the line, going to be 7th place. And that puts Matthew Rhino in 8th. Now in the only one out here running the little Skip Barber. And that's another one like Layla Wilson there in the super late model. No lights on them things. And brother, I'm telling you, that's nuts. But they're doing a good job. I mean, I'm impressed. Jeffrey Belk here before long is going to pass up Ewa, as Ewa's still on pit road getting that damage fixed up. But let's get up here and check on Norberg. Norberg running in 3rd, about 76 seconds behind our leader. Still running good, though. Quite a ways back to Dog, though. Dog being in 4th. Man, quite a ways back. Bjorn now 19 seconds. I think he give up on trying to chase down Yanni up there. Yanni, the only one up there with the Riley. Let's go up and check on him and see how he's doing. Yanni up here in the lead of the race. Only one in his class out here with the Riley. He comes up on Matthew there to pass Matthew, putting Matthew one more lap down. Matthew Reinl in 7th place. So Jeffrey Belk did get by him. So Jeffrey Belk, no. Jeffrey Belk out again. What? Wow. So Jeffrey Belk out again. Not sure. He may be having more issues. He may just give it up for the day. Maybe if he can't seem to get those issues resolved. Not sure. Yanni continuing to dominate out here in the Riley prototype. 18 seconds now back to Bjorn. And a whole minute back to Albin Norberg. One of the only places that are lit on the front stretch here, or is the front stretch, on the whole track. A couple little places where there is some lights that are shining, but not enough to really give these drivers any help around the track. You pretty much got to rely on their headlights or track markers, or by memory. Remember where the turn is. So yeah, these guys are pretty gutsy out here with running the cars with no headlights. As now Bjorn goes by Matthew. And the one that has been coming back up through the field here, Ewa, but he is on pit road again. Not sure, maybe getting some more damage fixed up, but he is currently in the 7th place, not 6th, as Matthew Reinl did get past him. Once Matthew comes around and crosses the line, it will actually show him ahead of Ewa. Ewa will be scored as 7th. All right, Dog up here running in 4th. Couple laps down. Did come down on pit road one time. They're coming down to a little less than 40 seconds. Coming down to 39 here. Or 39 minutes in the race, excuse me. Why did I say seconds? I guess I'm used to looking at seconds on there. You have to be in the league. You would have to go, let's see, I'm trying to tell you how to do that. It's the Dogs of Endurance. Look them up on iRacing. And you'll probably have to get a hold of Dog himself. It would be the one that, if you look on the iRacing league page, there will be probably the owner of the league, which he is the owner, I believe. Dog. I'm not sure exactly what his real name is. I've just known him by Dog. Little guard dog. And I'm not sure you'll have to talk to him from there. Okay, Yanni's going to pit. Very cool. We will try to get up here on Yanni and see when he is going to come down pit road. And that probably is going to relinquish the lead there to Bjorn. Bjorn is only 18 seconds back of him. But Bjorn's going to probably have to come down pit road eventually too. He has not been down pit road. And neither of the Pontiac Solstices in the back there, Jimmy Eifling and Crusher, neither one of them have been on pit road as well. So we will stay on Yanni here and see when he does come down pit road. And we'll try to stay focused on him and see if he's planning on maybe taking 2 tires or no tires, or what's going to happen here. Definitely not this lap. Well, I know all this is going on while the Daytona 500's going on, so as soon as we're done here, I'm going to probably highlight this video, and I'm going to head over to finish watching the Daytona 500. You know, the biggest race of the year coming on right now. Should be getting the green flag right about... No, take that back. They've already gotten the green flag. No. No, right now. Yeah, they're getting the green flag right now. Oh, I'll miss the first 30 minutes or so of it, but that's all right. We can handle that. Yanni still has not come down pit road, blinking out like crazy too. Woo. Quit blinking, Yanni. Uh-oh. He disappeared there for a second. He's still blinking. Coming up on Matthew here in the Skip Barber. And it looks like he does complete that pass on him, putting Matthew another lap down. So everybody in the field moving up now is Jeffrey Belk. Definitely out of the race, and it looks like maybe Ewa is out of the race as well. Albin pitting. Well, we'll stay on Albin then and see if he's going to come down pit road. He's been on pit road like 4 times already in this race. Quite a ways back to 3rd place there, little dog. Little guard dog. Let me get that right. Dog running about 2 laps behind Albin. Albin's still on the lead lap, so that's really good. It looks like only 3 of them are on the lead lap. We'll kind of go back and forth between Yanni and Albin to see which one is going to come down. Bjorn probably going to need to be coming down pit road as well. And he keeps blinking out, so it's kind of hard for me to stay on him. We'll kind of keep an eye on Albin here for a bit, and we'll see if looks like Yanni, man, oh man, is he blinking. Really blinking bad. That's not me, that's him. That's him. All right, Albin now coming down pit road. Let's check in with him. See if he takes any tires or just fuel and heads out of there. I don't see the car going up for any tires, so it must be just a fuel-only stop. All right, and Yanni on pit road as well. So let's keep an eye on both of these guys sitting here on pit road. Albin rolling out, but he is actually quite a ways behind Yanni. Yanni taking tires and fuel, and he's away. So wow, man, is he blinking. All right, so both of those drivers away. Albin actually scored as our leader, or I'm sorry, Bjorn actually scored as our leader right now. Once he comes around, yeah, he is actually going to be scored as our leader. I don't know how that happened. but that's what it's showing. All right, 8 cars left on the track. We'll go back through here. Albin going to be scored in third. Dog in fourth. Layla Wilson still running in. The super late models running in the 5th spot. No headlights on that thing, but doing pretty good here. Coming down to 30 minutes left in this race. Probably going to be thankful when this one's over for these drivers out here with no headlights. Oh, and she almost loses it in the turns. Wow, what a save on that one. All right, back here in 6th, Matthew Reinl running, the only one out here in the Skip Barber. Jimmy Eifling now coming down on pit road. Let's watch and see. First time he's been on pit road today. We will check in with him here as he comes down, and let's see if he takes any tires or anything. Looks like maybe a fuel-only pit stop. Crusher's starting to come up on him, but not sure. Crusher may be coming down pit road as well. Let's check in with Crusher back here and see where he is at. He's quite a ways behind. But he may be having to come down pit road soon too. And Jimmy Eifling is away, coming off pit road. Crusher did reel him in by quite a little bit, but Crusher has not come down pit road yet. He's going to have to pit pretty soon, I believe. I don't think he can make the whole race on a tank of fuel. I don't think that's going to happen. But he still has not been on pit road. All right, Yanni back up in the lead now, as he did get past Bjorn. And not sure exactly what happened to Bjorn there. He was first. He must have really slipped up or something there and let Yanni get by him. He's running about 51 seconds behind him, so I don't know. Let's go back and take a look here and see. As he comes off of pit road here. Well, I'm not sure what happened there, but all right, so he's back in second now, but he is a long ways behind our leader, 53 seconds behind Yanni, so got a lot of ground to make up. Albin running in third. About a lap ahead of Dog. Well, I hope this is coming out okay for you guys. This is my first attempt at this, at broadcasting a night race. And, well, I don't know. So far, I guess it hasn't been too awful bad. Dog running in fourth. Layla Wilson now in fifth, just ahead of Dog here. Let's go back here and check on Matthew running around here. No lights on that car. Just gets a little bit of a lighting on the track here once in a while. Let's ride along with him and see what this is like in this thing. Because you really can't see that well. I wouldn't even know where how he can even see to make the turn. That's pretty scary right there. Yeah, I lightened it up a lot, and it shows up good for you guys. You'd have to do a lot of gamma changing, I think, on your computer to get this thing light enough for a driver to be able to see. I mean, maybe it just looks different, to me. Maybe I don't have my gamma set down a little bit, but I could probably change that and it would be a lot better. But boy, this would be definitely a challenge for you. All you can see is the lights coming off the building, buildings infield and outfield and stuff. So it's kind of crazy. We'll wait till he comes to a lit spot here so you can actually see. Matthew doing really well here in the Skip Barber. Coming down the front stretch now. There you can see really well. That's pretty good right there. I like that. It'd be nice if the whole track looked like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Okay, well, let's go back here and ride along with Jimmy Eifling. Jimmy back here in 7th spot. First in his class in the Pontiac Soltis. All right, 24 minutes left in the race here until we do see the white flag, getting this thing wrapped up here for the Dogs of Endurance. They will be running another race this evening. I don't know if it will be broadcasted or not. I won't be doing the broadcasting, so not sure. I have another broadcast later on this evening, so if you guys check in later this evening, I do broadcast for, I believe it's Midnight Motorsports is the one I have for tonight. You can check out my schedule on MaxSpeedTV.com. And I got the full schedule up there of my broadcasting. I do broadcast 7 nights a week. Last night I did not. They did not want the race broadcasted. And Black Flag, I believe it was. But we do broadcast 7 nights a week. I wanted to thank you all for joining me on this too, because this has been a kind of an experience for me. Never doing this before, a night race like this. Been kind of crazy, but different, kind of cool. I don't ever remember ever seeing anybody actually broadcast a night race like this. I'm not saying it hasn't been done. I don't know. I'm just saying I've never seen one. I'm sure it's been done. But, yeah, looks pretty cool. I hope you all are enjoying this show. This is something different. All right, coming down to 21 minutes left in this race till we do see the white flag. But just so you know, up front here, Yanni pretty much has led almost the whole race. Bjorn has led 3 laps total, and those have been the only 2 leaders of the race here. But they're in 2 different classes. Yanni up here with the only one in the Riley, leading his class because he is the only one in the Riley, but also leading the overall race. And I just kind of wanted to show you guys something really kind of cool here. This is watch the rotors glow on this car. Kind of cool as he does go through the turns using them brakes and making them rotors glow. Pretty cool. I like that. That was one of the coolest things I think that they ever did. You say Albin's pitting? Okay, let's go back here and check. Albin may be pitting to get some damage fixed up. Okay. Well, we'll try to maybe stay on him for a minute here and see if he does come down pit road. Running in the 3rd spot. He does have the time to stop because Dog's a whole lap behind him as he comes up on Matthew now in the Skip Barber, kind of being patient here to get around each other, and that's the kind of patience right there that makes good racing here. And he does come down pit road, so Albin coming on pit road right now, folks. Let's stay on him, trying to get some repairs fixed up on that car. What kind of repairs? I don't see any damage. Oh, a little bit of wing damage in the rear there. Yes, sir. He may have hit something. Trail brake racing. So, yep, Albin on pit road wanting to get some damage fixed up on that car. And he has shut the engine off on that. So he may be going to be sitting there for a while. All right, back up here. Bjorn in second. 58 seconds, a whole minute behind our leader. There one time there, if you remember Forcer, he was up to within about 3.5 to 4 seconds behind the leader and hanging right there. Hung in about 5 seconds for a long time. And then all of a sudden he kind of fell back. So, and he's been struggling ever since to try to get caught back up. But he is the leader of his class. First one running the McLaren. And, of course, Albin Norberg in third there, also running the McLaren, but he is in pit road now getting stuff. 6 minutes of repair. Holy smokes. That's a lot. I would say he probably is going to get passed up. Dog will probably get by him. No, he's coming back off the pit road now. He must have just got some of it repaired, not all of it. Figuring he did not want to go get passed up for that third position, maybe. I don't know. Not taking all the repair. Dog here now coming around to the front stretch. We'll go back here and check on Layla. She's now coming down the front stretch as well. Running in 5th spot in the super late model. Only one in her class running in the super late model. So great to see her out there doing this well. That's pretty amazing with no lights. All right, Matthew Reinl in 6th. And the only one in his class in the Skip Barber running in 6th. Back here, Jimmy Eifling in 7th. And rounding out the field right now, Crusher, which Crusher is on pit road. Let's check in with him and see what happened to him. Maybe just getting fuel and stuff. Got a little damage on that back. Oh, a lot of damage on that back. Wow. Yes, sir. A lot of damage on that. So he may be sitting on pit road for quite some time. I don't see any front damage, just rear damage. So he must have like backed into a wall or something. All right, Albin Norberg coming. Oh, and Albin spins it. And that's going to be costly to him because Dog is coming up behind him. I think Albin may be struggling with a little bit of handling issues there after hitting that wall. Yeah, that's, wow. That's too bad for him. Yeah, I know. We were watching that as he spun again, but oh man. Yeah, he's really struggling, I think, with some handling issues right now. Dog is catching him. And if he's not careful, Dog could catch him and pass him if he keeps spinning like that. Less than 15 minutes left in this race, so he's going to have to be kind of careful on that throttle. As he comes up on, I believe that's Jimmy Eifling there. Jimmy Eifling running in the Pontiac Soltis. And passes him. Good and clean pass. I don't know if you... I didn't really take the time to get the volumes turned up on them and stuff, but... hopefully you guys can hear the engine sounds and stuff, so. Let's go back and check on Dog here. Not that far back from Albin. A whole lap ahead of Layla, so he definitely's got 4th place sewed up here and possibly could be battling for 3rd before this thing is over. Layla getting spinning a little bit right there. She's running into 5th, running the only one in her class, running super late model, and doing really well. I'm very proud of her. She's for having no lights on that car, and you know, that's a pretty powerful car. And for her to be running out here on a road track like that with no lights, and that's pretty amazing. My hat's off to her. She's a great racer. She races in the league here. And she does quite well. She definitely will win her class here today. So, all right, Crusher. Looks like Crusher's still sitting on pit road, trying to get that damage fixed. But boy, I don't know. A lot of damage on that car. Well, let's get up here to Bjorn. Bjorn now 64, almost 65 seconds behind our leader. And quite a bit ahead of Albin. Yeah, I don't leave the driver's chat open. well, a couple reasons. Mainly, you know, because they could be walking all over me for one, and two, if they spin or something and they start cussing on there, I don't want that to be on the stream. So, and you all know how that goes. You spin and you know, throw out a few curse words there, and we don't want that on the stream here. But these guys are really having a good time up here. But our leader, Yanni has led pretty much all of the laps, 35 laps he's turned, but we're coming down. Oh, and he gets a little loose. Whoa, he got a little loose on that turn. And that's the kind of thing that Bjorn wants for Yanni to get really loose. Actually, he's got maybe he's got his internet working a little bit better. He doesn't seem to be blinking like he was before. So Yanni still out here in the lead. Bjorn second. Albin, let's check. Albin just getting passed up here by Bjorn, but they are on different laps. And Albin really not that far ahead of Dog. Dog only about 11 seconds behind Albin here, so I think that damage on Albin's car is definitely showing what that damage can do to you to slow you down. He has been struggling with a lot of loose conditions. He's got that rear spoiler damage from hitting the wall, and he is really struggling with these corners right now. But great racing by these guys, man, I'm telling you, and ladies. Can't forget the ladies. No way. Layla Wilson back here, she is running in 5th in the super late model, and you know, the only lady in the race, and she is an awesome driver, I'm going to tell you. Very awesome driver. I've broadcasted a lot of races that she was in, and she doesn't talk much. She don't really like to be interviewed or anything, so we may not get an interview in with her tonight, or today, excuse me. And but we'll try to get a word in with some of these other drivers after the race. We'll get an interview in with them, so stay tuned for that, folks, because we are coming down to the 8.5 minute mark here pretty quick. So this race going to be coming to an end here, not far off. Matthew Reinl in 6th place in the Skip Barber. Matthew been hanging in there, no lights on that car, and he has been doing really well on that Skip Barber. That might be the car for this track, because it seems to really run well here. Jimmy Eifling, leader of his class in the Pontiac Soltis, running in 7th. And I believe Crusher's still on pit road trying to get some of that damage, and it looks like they may be getting a little bit of that damage fixed up. Let's go down here and take a look at this. Yeah, they're getting quite a bit of that damage fixed up. It's starting to look more like a car now instead of a piece of junk. So looking good, Crusher. Yeah, you hate to spend your most of your race on pit road trying to get damage fixed up, but definitely looking a lot better. All right, let's get back up here to our leader, Yanni, coming down to the 7 minute mark left of this race, and hope you all are enjoying this. This is definitely something different than I've ever done. Can't say that it hasn't never been done, but something different I've never done before. I have to pretty much watch from my broadcaster because it's a little bit later on there than it is on my screen, so but it's been pretty fun, I gotta admit it. Bjorn back here in 2nd now, quite a ways back from the leader, 71 seconds, but Bjorn's still hanging right there in 2nd spot. be the top of his class in the McLaren. Going back to third spot, Albin Norberg, now only 12 seconds ahead of Dog. And Albin's been struggling with some conditions there, loose conditions. Got that damage on that rear spoiler. May not have as much downforce to help him in the corners and stuff, or getting off the corners, you know. Takes you a little bit longer to get into that throttle with less downforce. And actually holding it in the small turns and stuff. But I think he has backed off the throttle quite a bit. All right, let's go back and check on Dog here, running in the fourth spot. Dog having a pretty good day. I'm sure he's going to be happy with his run here today. Fourth, it'd be third in his class, actually, in the McLaren. So yeah, pretty good race. Been quite interesting here. Now we're under the 5-minute mark. Been pretty interesting. Let's go back here one more time. Check on Layla, the only super late model on the track. No headlights on that little bugger. And she's running about 5 laps ahead of our 6th place guy here, Matthew Reinl, running in the Skip Barber. And Jimmy Eifling only a lap behind him right now, being the top of his class in the Pontiac Soltis. But Crusher Wade, he's still on pit road trying to get some of that damage fixed up. And not sure, maybe if he's got it all fixed up, and I don't know, maybe he fell asleep. Don't know. So, all right, let's get back up here. Bjorn, 71 seconds behind our leader, top of his class, running real well. I think he is pleasantly pleased with the performance that he's done tonight, because at one time there he hung around the 5-second mark behind our leader, and it was quite interesting to sit here and watch as he was really reeling him in there for quite a little bit. You know, Yanni definitely been the class out here, you know, the only one in the Riley leading this race. Coming up on the back of Layla Wilson here to put her another lap down. Layla gives him all kinds of room and lets the leader get on by her. That's the respect that showed out on the track here at the Dogs of Endurance, because they definitely show a lot of respect, and that's the kind of drivers they're looking for, respectful drivers. So, you know, if you're thinking about joining, you know, that definitely a thing that you got to keep in the back of your mind, is you got to respect those other drivers out on the track. 2.5 minutes till we get the white flag here. Yanni continuing to dominate this race. Out here, the only one in the Riley Daytona prototype. Nice car, good fast car for this. Bjorn back here in second. And Dog does get that third place from Albin. And he has taken his car behind pit wall. No. And that's going to bump Layla Wilson up to the 4th spot when she crosses the line here. Albin out of the race. What? No, Albin. Well, Layla's going to be happy with her performance, I'm sure. I wish we could get an interview in with her. I'd like to ask her how it was to drive out there with no lights on that car. Boy, that would be very interesting. But Albin is in TeamSpeak, and we'll try to get a word in with him here in just a little bit. And maybe we can find out what happened there with him. Let me see if I can get him down here with me and talk with him.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
Hey, Albin, this is Rudy in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, thank you.
Albin, out of the race, buddy. What happened?
I had damages and I couldn't turn right. The car became unstable and I smacked it into the wall for the 15th time this race, maybe.
Oh, man. Well, you know, it's kind of hard for us to see, you know, with the darkness here, to see all the times that people have spun. But, you know, you got to be happy with the job that you did out there today. I mean, it looked like a pretty grueling race, 90 minutes on this, you know, dark track. You're out there with a car with headlights, but did it really help that much in the darkness?
Yeah, it has reflectors in the ground. But, I mean, I bumped into Jimmy according to iRacing in the beginning, and I got 4x4 for it, and it wasn't even close.
Oh man!
And after that, I just kept wrecking and ended up with 26 incidents.
Oh my! Oh my! Well, Yanni, nobody having anything for Yanni today. Him running in that top spot, the only one out there with the Riley Daytona prototype. You know, we know that the horsepower of that car is pretty extreme, but on a track like this, it kind of makes it an even playing field for everybody, because every car handles pretty tough out here, don't they?
Yeah, especially the McLaren. You can't take any curbs whatsoever, and you can't. It's really jumpy and it's all over the place. It's hard to handle.
Oh man. Well, we're getting ready here to crown Yanni as the overall winner of the race, Albin. But thanks for talking with us, buddy. And maybe we'll catch you here in a little bit and talk to you again.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Buddy was moved out of your channel.
All right, Yanni coming around this time here. We're going to see if. Watch him come across the finish line, and he will be the top one here, leader of his class, the only one in his class, but actually the overall winner of the race today. And here he comes across the line to take the win. Congratulations to Yanni right there, winning here at Sebring. Congratulations to him. All right, good job. All right, well, let's see if we can get what we'll do here real quick, and let's run down through the final results here. And actually, a lot of folks still have not crossed the line yet to take their win, but we will check in here and see where everybody finishes. Okay, so we'll start out with Yanni, only one in his class, actually the overall winner of the race and the winner of his class. So congratulations to him today, bringing this home. Did lead 42 laps out there. All right, Layla Wilson, top of her class in the super late model, winning her class. Bjorn finished overall second in the race, about a minute and 15 seconds behind the leader. Brings it home for his win today of his class. Dog coming home second, Albin in third, Ewa in fourth, Jeffrey Belk in fifth, and Jeremy Smith in sixth. Okay, back here in the excuse me, the Skip Barber, Matthew Reinl took the win for his class, finishing 9 laps down. Kevin Smith out of the race early, and I think he only completed just a couple of laps. So, but all right, so that would be it for them. Then back here in the Pontiac Soltis, Jimmy Eifling finishing at the top of his class, Crusher second, Marcus Kramer third. So there you have it. There's the overall results right there as they come in, and everybody finishing this race. So good job by these guys out here, and we'll try to get. Let's see if we can get a couple of the drivers to come down here and talk to us. Actually, what we might do is just jump up there into the channel with them.
Channel switched.
Yanni, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Yanni, congratulations, the overall winner tonight. Hold on.
User was moved out of your channel.
The overall winner tonight of your class and of the race. So, what did you think?
User joined your channel.
Hello.
What did you think of the overall race today?
Well, I cannot really talk about the overall race. There wasn't any competition in my class, so I was just driving around with the guys that were actually racing against each other.
Well,
User
Bjorn
joined
was
your channel.
not far behind you. Dog, you got. I'm echoing.
Okay, yeah, I was just going to let you know that Layla is available for an interview inside the game. She doesn't have TeamSpeak.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me get her real
And I'll
quick.
pop back out.
Let me get her real quick here, guys. And
User left your
and
channel.
just hang on a minute, and I will talk to her. Okay? Before she does decide to leave. Layla Wilson, you got a copy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Layla, first of all, I wanted to congratulate you. You know, the only one out there running the super late model. Tell us about your race today, because that looked like a huge challenge out there for you to drive with no headlights on that car in this darkness. Tell us about your race.
Well, it was pretty harrowing because I ended up on the outside pole, and I know the car's faster than the guys with headlights back there running in the McLaren, but you know, I figured, okay, I'll let them go by in the first corner there, and I just have way more acceleration. So we get going there, and I found out the big secret is you get somebody with headlights and you have them follow you, and then you can see. Unfortunately, that doesn't always work. You get a little bit of a draft going, especially on those straightaways that come in the last corner a little bit hotter than you mean to. But it wasn't too bad. The cones were illuminated. It was all right. The biggest problem was moving over for letting people go. I kind of ran through the grass a few times there.
Well, it looked like a huge challenge for those of you that did not have headlights, but a great race overall. What did you think of this combination? Did you like the super late model on this night lighting, or you know, or any kind of road course? Do you really like that car?
Yeah, this thing is a blast on road. The day it came out, I took it to Bathurst, and I was in love. So I was hoping it would come up here. I didn't expect it to come up at night, but you know what? That was a really cool challenge. You won't ever see anything like this in another league, and that's what makes this league so cool. So I thought it was great.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, Layla, it was great to see you out there running. You ran excellent tonight, girl. Very proud of you. I've talked to you many times in a lot of races, and this is really cool to see you out there running with these guys. Quite a challenge, and you know, I agree with you 100%. But just to run at a night race like this is just an extreme. It takes it to another level, so to speak. But congratulations, Layla. You come home at top of your class. Only one in your class, but that's still top of your class. And I believe you finished fourth overall. So great run by you tonight, and congratulations again.
Thanks.
All right, Layla, thank you for talking with us. Okay, all right, now let's get back
User
to...
joined your channel.
We were talking to, I believe we were talking to Yanni, and I apologize for that, Yanni. I just kind of wanted to catch Layla before she got the heck out of the server, because I think the server is about to come to a close. But anyhow, you dominated the field tonight, Yanni, and congratulations again on your win, like I said. And, just overall extreme, conditions for anybody out there, even with headlights, because there's no lights or very little lights around the track. But so congratulations on your win tonight.
Oh, thank you. I'm pretty happy that I got a zero incident race today. But as I said earlier, that it would have been nice to get some people to race against. I kind of joined in at the last second, and I didn't look at the grids to see what cars were driving at the moment. So, but yeah, better luck next time, I think.
Yeah, yeah, great job though out there today, buddy. We've also got in the booth with us here. We've got Bjorn. Bjorn, you come home top of your class in the blah blah blah. That was been the McLaren. How was the racing out there for you tonight? Because it looked like you were having a little bit of trouble there for a while. And then you hung on to the leader for quite some time, stayed within about 5 seconds of him. And but tell us about your racing out there tonight.
I think this track is really awesome. Just tons of fun. And yeah, I couldn't keep up with Yanni.
Well, you sure did a great job there for a while. You hung right in about the 5 second mark behind him and was reeling him in, got down to under 4 seconds. And I don't know if he was having some handling conditions or if he was just kind of taking it a little bit easy. I don't know, but he had a lot of horsepower out there for you to contend with tonight. So, but great job out there tonight, Bjorn. Congratulations on your win of your class. And you got anybody you want to say hello to out there?
I just want to say thanks to Michael for hosting the league and to you guys for hosting this broadcast.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us, Bjorn. Good job out there tonight. Also in the booth, we got Jimmy Eifling here. Jimmy, you come home top of your class in the Pontiac Soltis. Tell us about your race out there tonight, because it looked like you were having a great time out there.
User joined your channel.
It was a struggle. I got rear-ended. I don't know if it was a rear end or a side impact on the first lap, and got a 4X, and my car was just kind of all over the place after that. I don't know. It was a rough race, honestly. Somehow I ended up running 2 seconds a lap faster than I'd practiced, so I still hadn't figured that one out. But the car wasn't very comfortable to drive, I can tell you. I felt like the steering was off. I don't know if that was something to do with the rear end, but it is what it is. So just wait for tonight.
Yeah, well, you won your class, and that's got to make you feel good. Kind of got to give you a little shot in the arm to know what you got to expect tonight when you run. But congratulations again, coming home top of your class. And you want to give a shout out to anybody or a thank you?
You guys for putting this on, for doing a great job with the league, and as always, my painter, Brian Stromquist.
Okay, well, thanks for talking with us there, Jimmy. Great job. Dog, I kind of wanted to get in there with you. You come
User
home.
left your channel.
You come home third in your class, and tell us about your race out there today.
Well, lots of the guys here that are... I announce what I'm going to drive the Monday before the actual race, so everybody knows what I'm going to drive. And it ended up being throughout the practice, just about everybody that was running in the McLaren was running faster laps than me. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to be able to take overall win in this. I'm just going to take a different tact, take it easy, go for the zero incident, which I successfully did. And in the end, it's just raced a race of attrition where I run nice, clean pace, keep it up, and hope that some of the guys that are going faster end up having incidents, and it worked out for me this time.
Well, it looked like a lot of fun out there, and you really did do well. I was very proud of you. I watched you several times coming home, doing such a good job. But how tough was it out there for you? I mean, this really is. We've talked to a lot of the drivers saying that it was quite challenging.
Oh yeah, well, with all the varying different vehicles, like this is one of the rarities of the league where we actually have 3 cars that are very, very similar pace, being the McLaren, the super late model, and the Daytona prototype, and then we got 2 more that are sort of on the same pace as each other, being the Skippy and the Solstice. But the speed variance between the 2 groups of vehicles is so drastic that it creates interesting moments, and especially in the dark, in some corners there is nothing for light, especially on these guys running the Skippy or the super late, or gals too, Layla included. They don't have any lights, and unlike any of the other vehicles, not even the little side markers showing where anything, some of the cones will reflect if somebody else is driving around you, but if you're in one of those cars, you don't see anything. So great kudos to those guys. Great kudos to everybody that was given room when they were being passed. Even the guys that were damaged, they were out there trying to make some laps, but they let everybody by when they needed. It was a good race overall. I don't run with any special settings on my monitor on these night races. I actually run it with as dark as it actually is, and with the room being really bright here because it's midday for me, it makes it even more challenging. One of the reasons why I chose the McLaren with headlights for the morning race, and then tonight I'll be in the super late model with no lights.
Very cool, very cool. Well, I'm really impressed with a couple of things that I'm really impressed with. Impressed with the way everybody does respect each other on the track. That's really, really great. And just to see such a challenging race and nobody giving up on it, to let the challenge kick into them. You don't want to give into that. You got to battle it out. You got to fight it out. But great race for the conditions, the extreme conditions, I want to say. And but great race overall. And thank you.
No problem. Mostly thank you for doing the broadcast. I wasn't sure. I know we were talking about if it was how well it was going to go or not. I'm hoping it went well on your side. I had your stream up on my second monitor and it looked good from there. So thank you for the broadcast. Thanks to everybody that ran the race. I know Jeffrey Belk had some hardware issues where his computer was trying to blue screen on him and all sorts of things, so he kind of had to go out, and there was a couple other guys that were having other issues here and there. So great thanks to everybody that made it out for the race. Great thanks to everybody that comes out to the practices, and even those that don't make it out to the practices. I very much appreciate them showing up for the actual races themselves.
All right, well, you got the second race coming up tonight there, Dog. It'd be 6 p.m. Mountain Time, but what is that, 8 p.m. Eastern?
8 p.m. Eastern
8 p.m.
or 0100 server time.
Okay, very good. All right, well, tune in tonight. I don't know if you're going to have that broadcasted or not, but all right, well, you can tune into Dog's channel and watch it on his channel or a couple of the other guys. But that'll do it for us for today. Thanks for tuning in here at MaxSpeedTV.